For those few in the Navy who remained in the islands, providing health services was a top priority, at least for a while. At first, U.S. medics worked through the population systematically, giving shots and immunizations to all.
They said that as soon as they got a local doctor, that the American doctors could leave. And the guy that wanted to be a dentist was working for us before the war, and he became the dentist. In a couple of months, he had a white jacket and he was a dentist because the dentist wanted to get home as soon as possible. And so as soon as he was able to pull teeth, he was a dentist. I went in to check on my tooth because I had problem. And so he started to drill my tooth. And he would say, "Do you think I drilled it enough? Shall I drill a little more?"
Like healthcare, the school system as well had to be rebuilt. The schools were thatched huts, empty of all chairs and tables, or patched up buildings that had been all but ruined during the war. Still, they were schools.
They were Japanese buildings, wooden buildings that were on piles. And there were classes in those buildings.
They build a kind of not really good houses for kids to go to school.
They just teach them the basics so that they can at least converse or understand each other.
The Navy staffed the schools with whatever local teachers could be found.
They didn't know what to do with the education. The teachers, who's going to teach? So they start training local to be teachers. But remember, they went to Japanese school. They cannot just pick them up and plug them in and they started teaching English. So they had to train them.
So when the Navy took over, they started teacher training. They got people, even like the old Papa Etchite there, was one of the first English teachers with his German accent.
Well, then they appointed him as starting to make a school to teach English. And Bailey Alter was one of his first students. And Ambrose Senta, Bedwell and Henry, they were the first students to learn English.
Those few Micronesians who spoke English may have started out as teachers, but they quickly moved up the ladder to take other positions. These included some of the men destined to play a leadership role in the islands in later years.
Ben Santos, Ada, former Distad.
Alfonso Oiderong, David Remeroy,
Oscar de Broom, Dwight Heine, who was afterward the district administrator here.
Maria Taitano, Jesus Owasi, Jesus Sablan.
The war-torn islands were being pieced back together again, and life was returning to normal. The 20th century had seen the arrival of Germans and then Japanese. It had ushered in peace, then war. Now, with peace restored, the Americans were taking their turn at the helm.